So I'm with Marnie Bennett and Therese Katana, and thank you so much for being with us today. I'm very excited about this interview. She is the queen of real estate in Ottawa, and we're going to find out how she created this mega real estate company.
You're one of our favorite clients, and you are the king of fitness, too.
Thank you. So how did it all started? Like, how did you start your education, and what did you choose?
Well, what's really interesting is I was married at 19 to my high school sweetheart, so we've been married for 47 years. And I went to Carleton University. I'm a local gal, born and raised in Ottawa. And I wanted to be a teacher, actually. So I actually got admitted after and accepted into Ottawa University for Teachers College. And I thought at the time it'd be really great because you get your summers off and it'd be a good balance because we had 3 children and work it out that way. But then I suddenly got the real estate bug. So while I was selling real estate, a very good friend of mine, our next door neighbor, was a real estate agent, and her name was Christine, and she just loved it, and I thought, you know what, I think I'd like to try real estate. So I ended up, this is in 1981, so I went and got my real estate license, and in those days you could just go to school and get them all at once. So I got my degree in law and economics, BA at Carleton University, a double major, and then I got, within 6 weeks I was a real estate agent. And at the time, 3 children, and of course in those days people can't believe there's no internet and no cell phones, and it was a very difficult time to balance my work life and my family. And so I was actually #1 in Canada for the company within the first year I was there. The company no longer exists, it was called Canada Permanent. But I thought there must be a better way to do this, but then I found out about new housing. And so I found out it was the first site. It was actually with Woodley Homes. It was at the corner of Leicester and near Woodruff for Carlingwood Shopping Centre behind Canadian Tire. And I started to get into new housing. And why I did that is they had set hours. So you'd work from 12 to 8. Then it was a great way to balance my life with my family. Because in resale at the time, you were always being torn and you missed birthday parties or graduation and things like that. So I started to do new homes. Well, within 5 years, I became the executive vice president of the building corporation, and I was the only woman builder. And at the time, we also opened up in actually Tremblant as well. So we had Les Entreprises Woodley. I took my license in Quebec. You call it a promoter. That's when you're a builder in Quebec. And we actually partnered with the Molson family, and we were there before Interwest, and we were building custom homes. And then we also did all kinds. We were the largest custom builder in Ottawa. And my job was very interesting, and that's when my degree came in handy with all the accounting I learned and economics, and I was in contract law, so it worked out quite well. And what we did is I did all the land acquisitions, I met with all the banks, did all the financing, I worked with all the architects, I did all the market studies on what kind of homes, how to build, what specifications, I did all the model homes, the marketing. It was like amazing. I'm in my 30s, so it was quite interesting. And so it was quite an, I just said it was, I didn't really realize, where I was doing at the time and how I was actually only woman in meetings, because I look back now and then there was no women architects, there was no women planners, there was no women real estate lawyers, so I was the only one sitting there. It was a little difficult sometimes because again I still had 3 children, my husband and I couldn't leave a meeting because you had like invisible children back then. You, as a woman, you couldn't say you had a child.
Yeah.
You couldn't say, "Ooh, I have to run and get them at daycare." Like that was not allowed. It was, So it was very, very interesting time to balance that. So then what happened is, unfortunately, I lost my job at age 40. The owner died of the company, and then the family decided to take over. So at age 40, I started my own sales and marketing company for all the new home builders, and I represented close to 90% of all the builders in the city. And I did all their marketing, all of their sales, designs. For example, Canada Lakes. I worked with Genstar, and I did all the marketing for Canada Lakes. So we would do I would find what kind of homes people were looking for, and then my job was to recruit the builders, bring the builders in and set them up and have everything priced. And I did this for about 10 years. And then my kids started to get, in the business, and we ended up that I thought the children, because I still was a broker at the time, so I thought, what, it's very difficult because builders, when you're working with builders, it's a personal relationship, and I wanted my children to be able to, slide into business. So we got back into resale in 2008 as the Bennett Pros. It was a team. So, and this is how we came about with our brokerage in a second. So within 2 years of being, and it was with Keller Williams at the time, we became #1 in the world, our team, our family.
Wow.
So that was pretty exciting. So, #1 in the world for the largest brokerage. And we stayed there for till 2012, and then we opened up the Bennett Property Shop. And it's a family-owned business. I'm the founder of it. But someone like Teresa, my selling partner, I went back to the times of when I was in resale, and my clients I looked at are my agents and my whole team, and I said there must be a better way that they can still have a great life with their family, that we can also accommodate all of the clients, making sure they're well cared for, and customer service and being remarkable and extraordinary is very, very important to me. So what we looked at is we set up a very different, it's called a team brokerage. And what we do is we have people that are specialized in each field. So we have a home concierge, for example. So all our clients have a home concierge that will take them through the process, because it is stressful and there's anxiety there. We have something we call the white glove VIP services, and we offer staging. So if you have a vacant home, we will come in and stage your house. I actually have 11 warehouses full of furniture and a stager, and we match it. We call it a buyer avatar. We match the furniture and the look with who we feel will be the buyer. And we've had great success doing this. We get the homes sold fast. We get more money than anyone else.
George and I are laughing.
I'm going to say, you truly experienced that.
Yes,
Okay?
I did.
And so what we look at is, we're the ones that'll get the job done at the Bennett Property Shop. So we'll do whatever it takes. The biggest transformation, I think, in any business today is the digital technology. So just 2 years ago, we hired someone that they just do digital technology for us. They're absolutely phenomenal, because what you got to be looking at now is people look for homes through MLS, but they look at them really on the internet. And how do you become, I always say, how do you become first on Google? Like, how does this happen? And it's a very, very involved process. So we have everyone here that has special gifts, whether they're a photographer, whether they're the stager. Teresa, for example, is one of our top agents. Customer service, negotiations, getting the best dollar, taking care of our clients. And because we have the whole team behind us that can do all the other aspects of it, our agents, my selling partners, are able to devote full time to the client's best interests. And I think that's what's lacking in a lot of other competitors, that they are not able to do this. I mean, it's a very, very different experience. Where we're headed at now, we're expanding a second office. We're going to be opening up in the West End in the Canada Park area. We actually bought the oldest building in Stittsville. It's a log house, 1870, and we're in the process of renovating it. But I'm trying to make it authentic, bring it back to what it used to look like. So we're pretty excited. We're also now have an affiliation with Profusion Global in Quebec. And it's Profusion Global, Christie's Real Estate International. So we now have an arm also in Quebec in the Outaouais. So, we're expanding and really growing, and we're getting a lot of repeat business. People love the experiences they're dealing with us. Our luxury division is very well. We also have gone into land acquisitions. So we have a lot of international builders that we're buying land for, and we are still doing, so we have different pillars of business. We have our resale, we have our new home, we have our investment, commercial, and then we also have luxury, and then of course Quebec. So
Okay.
lots going on.
Very
Wow.
busy at the Bennett Property Shop, George.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how do you set up your marketing for all that? Is it more internet? Like I heard about your radio station. How do you come up with that? And
Yeah, so I was naturally, for whatever reason, I guess, a marketer, and this is something I've been able to do. I won over 21 awards in marketing when I was a new home builder. I was awarded through the Ottawa Carleton Home Builders Ontario. And what it is first of all, how do you differentiate yourself?
mm-hmm.
Why work with the Bennett Property Shop? What makes us different than everyone else? And you need to, have a vision, and you need to have a mission statement and your core values. And so how do you determine the marketing? Well, of course, the biggest thing right now, why people don't like working with real estate agents, they're not showing their value, they're not putting money up front. They basically have, not very much success. It's really sad, is that 50% of realtors, believe it or not, sell one home a year, which is crazy, okay? So we sell hundreds of homes a year. Our marketing is, for example, I've had my own radio show now on CFRA for 11 years. So we have an information, and what I decided needs to be done in this business is you want to be the educator, you want to be informing people on the different parts of real estate. And if you're the educated broker, if you're someone that, and I research, I'm crazy about research. Again, this is probably back from being, with a degree in economics. You have to do a lot of, studies and demographic studies. You have to, look at diminishing rates of return. You have to look at investment. And what I feel really, and this is personal, is that I feel people are being cheated. And I felt I don't want clients to be cheated. Your home is the greatest, largest investment of your life. So you want to be working with people that understand the global aspects of real estate, the economy, the impact, the real estate cycles. You want to understand where's your best investment. I can tell you, I've had clients now make millions with me, millions. And it's for their family, it's for their legacy. I have clients as young as 10 years of age that they've inherited money from their grandparents, and we help them with their parents be able to pay for their education, because there's so much. Or single moms. I was raised by a single mom, so I have a lot of care about that. So I help a lot of single women that buy real estate so they can take care of themselves. So, and then we also are on a mission as well. We donate part of our income to the Warriors of Canada, and it's PTSD. We get service dogs for them, and so this is another thing we do. We're big contributors to our community. Give a lot back. I think that's very important. I'm born and raised in Ottawa, and you can see that a lot of Ottawa people were very, very caring when it comes to entrepreneurs. And so this is something of our philosophy that we do here. The marketing aspect is, again, the radio show. We do direct marketing. Of course, we do all the Google, the YouTubes, podcasts, print media. Like, we're doing everything.
Yeah.
But the message has to be what people want to hear, And so, like millennials, for example, it shows that, and they're smart, they're very savvy. And they want to be educated, and they can actually see through people, and I love that about them, is they can see if people are fake. Like, I actually taught Algonquin College business, and I had 150 students there, and it was marketing I was teaching, and they could tell I was authentic, that I knew what I was doing, but I believed in it. I'm very passionate. People call me a workaholic. I don't call it a workaholic. It's my passion. I love what I do, and I'm very fortunate to have found a role that I love to do, and that's the hardest thing in life, I think, to find that for anybody. So we've had great success. The marketing, we will adjust it. We're always interpreting the market. We're always looking, where can we change? What are people looking at? But the core values always stay the same. It is being extraordinary, customers coming first, doing whatever it takes to get the job done for somebody, and I'm very proud of my team. They take a lot of time to be coached and to read and learn, and they're just making their craft better, and they have a thirst for knowledge and to be the best, and that's very important for us when we're working with our team.
And so your expansion is, Ottawa, and you're saying Ottawa or all of Quebec?
So it'd just be the Outaouais at the moment, okay? And then all of course in Ottawa and in the West End, because there's great growth in the West. We're also opening up in Florida, so that's down on the horizon. So we have a relationship now. I have a work visa in the United States, and we're looking with a big developer right now in the Tampa, Orlando area. So that should be coming out in 2020. And so I've got lots going on, and it's I find if because I travel a lot internationally, I speak at conferences for real estate and so forth. It's connecting. You got to connect with people, show them the value. We did a lot of the marketing for the Ocean by the Conrad Hilton. That's right in Fort Lauderdale. So we helped the partners with that. And so we get called a lot for marketing, and so we love doing that. And I have a team with our marketing, and we make sure everything is done digitally, print, everything. And we do all the media buys, all the radio. So it's a real one-stop shop here. It's very, very interesting.
Cool. And how did you meet Therese?
Well, what happens is, and Teresa, I love her to death. Okay, so what happens is I was doing a radio show, okay, and a lot of real estate agents listen to our show because we're educating people, and I guess I said something outrageous, which was, I won't want to say that.
It was funny.
It was funny, outrageous, okay, and Teresa said, she says, you know what, I've been listening to this lady, I've got to give her a call. So she gave me a call, and we met and we connected instantly. It was like she's my sister, okay, and I was very, very impressed with Teresa, and it was, she had the same philosophy, had been a business owner, customer service. I've never seen anyone have such amazing customer service, and, getting repeat business, making sure the done thoroughly, a thirst for knowledge, everything we're looking for and more, and so it's been a great relationship. I mean, Teresa's exploded, like she's one of the top agents in Canada, probably in North America. And her clients love her, and it's just worked out extremely well. And I couldn't ask for a better selling partner than Teresa. And she's in the luxury market now, and we're just growing and expanding. It's wonderful.
Well, I had an amazing experience with you guys when my first house when I wanted to sell. You came in with her, and first thing you did is you kind of made my home a bit more feminine because you already had a vision.
Yeah. The barbells have to go.
Yeah, the barbells have to go, and the way you did the backsplash in the kitchen, like you totally took it to a different level, and it wasn't expensive, but you already had the vision that it was going to be a woman who's going to buy this place, and literally, in 4 days, it was sold to one woman.
I know.
It was amazing. It was the most
great.
exciting thing. I gotta do this again.
And we brought in, my daughter, Christy, who owns Kiki Interiors, and so that's why we say it's truly a family business. And we come in, and she does a great job. She works with all the builders, and does all the vision. She's the one taking care of our renovation as well, in the Park Road. And again, we meet. We're a collaborative group, and we'll say, okay, this needs to be done, and then we make sure the client knows, and we guarantee we'll sell your home, or I'm going to buy it back. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of guarantees from people, but we're that confident that our marketing will work and our negotiation skills. And we've come across different things too. We like to be innovative. And we have, for example, a home warranty insurance. And in the United States, when I was down there, 95% of the houses in California had a home warranty. So it took me 2 years to find one in Canada. So we offer that. We also offer, like, if you don't love it, we'll buy it back, or we'll sell it for free. So what we do is we stand behind what we're doing, and we guarantee all these things. And we've also got a group of vendor partners, preferred partners. And what we bring in, for example, we have something called the HELP program. So what that is, the Home Enhancement Listing Program. So we do work with a lot of, people that maybe have undergone some bad times, maybe they're downsizing, lost their job, or seniors that are on a fixed income. We'll go in if we say, if we do some of this work, we're going to get you more money. But they don't have the cash up front, they can't do it. So our preferred partners will go ahead and do the work, and they don't have to pay until the house is sold.
Okay.
So now what we're able to do is get more money. And so this is a great thing. So our job is to get top dollar for our sellers and for our buyers to find them the best house at the best price. And we'll, like right now in our industry, there's not a lot of homes for sale. We're in a seller's market. Well, we'll find properties, we'll go knock on doors, we get builder closeout sales, like we'll do whatever it takes to find these properties for them. And these are the different things that we're looking at doing, and we want to make sure that if they're buying the property, even if they sometimes end up bidding more, but we want to make sure that the appraisal will come in so they're not short of money. So these are all the little things that are very, very important. So we take care of all the details, and I think that's what again makes we're not transactional sellers. We're relationship builders, and I think that sets us aside. And we've had a great relationship.
Great relationship.
Yeah, you just got to get working out now.
But even it kept going because the whole idea was I sold my first house with you guys, and then I saw this incredible property with Therese in Aylmer, and that was kind of rough from the Quebec side, but with her expertise, and she guided the whole show and basically helped me buy my dream property.
Great.
And then I bought it before I sold my second home, so I was really stressed out about money, and then made it happen. And I was free.
Well,
it's the best.
Well, no, I mean, it's very stressful selling your home, okay? Especially if you've bought something and you need to sell, well, that is extremely stressful. So that's why we guarantee, that we'll sell it for you. And, I've sold more homes than any other realtor in the city of Ottawa. I've helped over 20,000 families. And, I've been in the business, as I said, nearly 40 years now. And, that expertise and experience, that's why we coach and we work. I've been through all the different kind of market cycles. We know how to negotiate. We're solution makers. And I think that makes a big difference. We go in and we don't look at something, oh no, that can't be done. We're going, how can we do this? And we'll talk and meet on it, and we'll come up with solutions. And, and that's, being a very, that takes experience, it takes creativity, it takes confidence, and where to do things. And, we have things like visual, we call it virtual staging. We have different ways we can do virtual staging. We can show buyers, maybe they didn't like the white kitchen, but here's what it looks like, maybe brown, and we can have it like in a Java color. So we have all the technology. So we use our technology to help people guide them through the different methods. And, that's really, really important, and knowing how to do property improvement mortgages, how can we do that without being out of pocket, we work with a lot of out-of-towners that have maybe moved and their homes are they've left them in our hands. We will take care of the grass for them, we'll do property management, make sure everything is taken care of. In the winter, the snow removal, all those kind of things. We have a lot of people that entrust us with their children, that they come here to go to university at Ottawa U or Carleton or wherever it may be, is that they will say, okay, I'm leaving you in the hands of Teresa, and Teresa will take them, and we have a client now from actually Toronto, or Montreal, so their son's here, and now we're guiding the son where to buy, and the family's relying on us. So it's again a trust relationship that we've been able to build up, and that's so important to us. And we get amazing testimonials, and people like yourself, like you guys become friends of ours. We do a lot of client appreciation parties. By the way, you're invited to boat cruise. It's on August 14th.
Oh, thank you.
Fireworks, yes.
Mark it down, Georgia.
Okay.
So, we try and make things that'll be amazing. So we're going to be on a boat cruise, and we're going to be seeing fireworks. So when we plan these different events we try to be like, it's going to be so much fun. And, we give really nice gifts to people all the time, and, it's just touching people. It's also like, even though we're high in technology, we're still old school, with respect to having parties and getting to know people and keeping in touch, and that's how you build business, and that's how you build a network. And being born and raised in Ottawa, I love our city, and I love meeting everybody, and that's what's important to us, is we change lives here, in all different ways, and we're part of their life, and that's awesome.
It's true, it's amazing. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So it works out. It's
Yeah.
it's the best business we can
Yeah.
get, I think.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, I had an amazing experience.
Well,
so.
I'm glad. That's the whole point of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Well, thanks for
Learned a lot.
asking. I'm so excited, you know. And congratulations to you on your new endeavor.
Thank
and then
you.
you do have to get Teresa and I working out. So
Well,
Yes.
I'm waiting.
All right,
Okay. All right.
we're gonna talk about it. We'll get
Yeah.
that figured out.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. Good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, George.
Thanks, George.